Hello everyone, hello, welcome to a 3M challenge. I'm your host, the Great Mervamps, and tonight we're going to be summoning a Creepypasta. He starts with a K. Now make sure to like and subscribe. Shout out to our subscriber who want me to do it. Please go follow his or her YouTube channel. Link will be down in the description below. Copy after the video. Let's do this thing. I hope you all enjoyed my 1 a.m. witches hour challenge summoning that My Little Pony creature, and it was super insane and very crazy. I still couldn't get over on what happened at 1 a.m. I went to bed, woke up 5 minutes before 3 a.m. and I was ready. I just had to brush my hair, tank top on, I'm golden. So let me explain the 3 a.m. challenge. The 3 a.m. challenge is the time where paranormal activity, goons, goblins, ghosts, etc., all the supernatural power is at its maximum at 3 a.m. When 3 a.m. drops, the power is back down to normal. So we're going to be summoning... I can't pronounce the name, so I'm just going to say we're summoning K at 3 a.m. doing the same thing we did to summon My Little Pony. We're going to be doing a reaction video. So let me explain the reaction video. I put in one ruling for that challenge, for the 3 a.m. challenge, and I guarantee every YouTuber who's done a 3 a.m. challenge knows about this rule. Set your alarm clock for 5 or 10 minutes before 3 a.m. Splash some cold water in your face, help you wake up. You want to know why? Because if you wake up at 3 a.m. just to do the challenge, you're going to be half asleep, you're going to be not presentable. So what you need to do, set your alarm clock for 5 or 10 minutes before 3 a.m. Splash some cold water in your face, help you wake up. Make yourself presentable. Have a cup of tea, water, milk, soda, maybe hot chocolate. No coffee, that keeps you up all night. You want to know why? Because if you wake up at 3 a.m. just to do the challenge, you're going to be half asleep, not presentable. And even if you do all the rules completely or half of it completely, the challenge will not work. You have to be wide awake to do it. So what I would do is all that is set your alarm clock 5 or 10 minutes before 3 a.m. Splash some cold water in your face, help you wake up. Have a cup of tea, water, milk, soda, maybe hot chocolate. No coffee though, again. And read the instructions and the rules twice, just to be on the safe side. Yeah. So here's how the challenge goes. Set your alarm clock for 5 or 10 minutes before 3 a.m. Splash some cold water in your face, help you wake up. Lock the windows, lock the doors, turn off all the lights, go in your bedroom, close the door, lock it, sit on your bed, watch the video to the very end. If it's 5 minutes or a little bit more, you must watch the video to the very end. Gonna give you all a tip. No cheating, no shortcuts. You must watch the video all the way to the very end. Do not watch it for 1 minute or 30 seconds or 1 minute 30 seconds. If you see glitching or no glitching, the challenge will not work. You must watch all the way from top to finish. Once you do that, you might see at the beginning all the way to the end, you might see glitching, and you might see his ghost appear like literally 2 times. And at the end, we might see more glitching, the lights might go out, and we might see him. So if we might see him, we might hear footsteps, whatever we might hear. I'm going to keep my Excalius blade by my side. And just in case if he wants to get near me, try to destroy me or something, because he has claws and nails. We have to watch out for that. We have to immediately turn on the light, otherwise he's going to destroy us. Yeah. Once we turn on the light, we might hear flashing lights and vanishing sounds. That means it's 4 a.m. and we have succeeded against the 3 a.m. challenge. Alright, so enough talking. Let's do this thing. Let's do it. Okay, so this is the video that we're going to be doing reaction to. I can already tell that it's glitching, which means he knows that we're watching his story. Let's do this thing. Here we go again.
It was a warm summer afternoon. Mark, a young man of 25, was on the roof of his apartment. He liked spending long periods of time alone, and on this particular day, he needed it even more. An argument with his girlfriend Beatrice prevented him from concentrating on anything else. As he looked around, he noticed a stack of old newspapers. He opened one of them and began to turn its pages. An event caught his attention. It reported the death of a young man whose body had been found with great signs of violence. His throat had been torn out with some kind of claws, and they also found a mark on the forehead. After reading the strange event, he felt a knot in his stomach. Mark looked down the street, his eyes fixed on the people coming and going, until suddenly a man caught his eye. Although it was summer and the temperature was pleasant, he was dressed in white gloves and a long black jacket with a hood, along with a striking black and white striped scarf. At one point, the man stopped and looked up, as if aware of his presence. When the young man saw his face, his blood ran cold. He wore a mask, half white and half black, with a strange and macabre smile. Suddenly, the expression on the mask changed, and he smiled more wickedly now. The figure cocked his head, and in just a few seconds, the mysterious figure climbed up the building and began to climb the wall with his bare hands, which were now strong claws with long nails. Mark freaked out and backed away from the edge, running for the exit. He ran without looking back and slammed the door behind him. He could hear his chilling voice in the distance. "Do you want to play?" "I want you to play." But Mark was already running to take refuge in his apartment, panicked. Upon reaching his room, he fell into bed, doubting if what he had seen was real or not. When he managed to calm down, exhaustion took over him, and soon he closed his eyes and fell asleep. The next day, he woke up confused, vaguely remembering the events of the previous evening. It was probably a dream. I'm sure it was my imagination. When he regained his composure, he remembered the discussion with Beatrice and decided to visit her to ask for her forgiveness and make peace. But before he faces the situation, he should steel himself. He went to the kitchen and rummaged in one of the cupboards until he found a bottle of wine. He opened it and poured some into a glass, but when he raised the glass to his lips, he realized it was water. He glared at the bottle, and suddenly a familiar laugh broke the silence. "Would you like a glass of wine?" Mark jumped, spilling the contents of the glass. Without waiting for more, he fled the apartment in a hurry and went to his girlfriend's house. He was very nervous, and he had a bad feeling. Arriving at the entrance, he knocked on the door, but no one answered. He called again, but with the same result. Desperate, he tried to turn the knob, and the door gave way. Inside, everything seemed in order. He strode into the kitchen, calling Beatrice's name, but there was no answer. He went to the dining room, where he found an open bottle of wine on the table, the same one he had in his apartment. On the body of the bottle was a note that read, "I'm so sorry about our discussion. I'd like to make peace. I love you with all my heart. Mark." The young man swallowed, feeling his heart race. He didn't remember sending her anything, even though the note was signed with his name. He called her again, but again there was only silence. So he decided to go upstairs and investigate the room. But as he went up, an image left him stunned. Beatrice was lying on the floor, cold and completely still, and Mark knew that she was dead. He knelt next to her body and felt the tears welling up in his eyes. Suddenly, he felt a presence next to him. It was a strange man with that disgusting mask showing a wicked grin. "How sweet of you," he exclaimed. "She drank it and then she died. It was poison." The strange man yelled, laughing. Mark entered the room where he knew Beatrice kept a gun. He opened a drawer of the nightstand and found a gun.
Strike him
He turned around and the strange man's evil smile greeted him. "The wine's out," he said mockingly. Mark, blinded by rage, pulled to safety and fired. But the strange man had not only dodged the shot, but climbed onto the wall of the room, climbing up to the ceiling as he had done the day before. From up there, he pronounced in a dark voice in an annoyed tone, "You're boring." And with a snarl, he lunged at Mark. The police didn't take long to go to Beatrice's apartments after the neighbors called when they heard the shot. They found both bodies, and in a first search, they determined that Mark had poisoned his girlfriend, but they couldn't explain what had happened to him. The body was found in a huge pool of blood. His throat had been slit by strong claws that seemed to belong to some animal. Stains were found on the walls and ceiling of the room, but no evidence confirmed the identity of the culprit. And on Mark's forehead, a mysterious inscription.
Okay, that was terrifying. That was an insane story of a teenage boy having a fight with his girlfriend that wants to make up. Goes to the house, find out she's dead because what he did to her. And does anyone know that symbol? What is that symbol on his forehead? I need to look that up. It looks like a curse mark or something? I don't know. I don't even know. I have no clue. Seriously, I got no idea. Guys, tell me in the comments below. What is that symbol? And why is the phone glitching? Subscribers, what the fuck? Oh my god, the lights are out. Tell me if you hear or see him. Put it in the timestamp right now, guys. Oh my god. He's at the door. No. You might have sharp claw and fangs, but I got blade. I don't know how to use it. Last time we saw each other, I ripped off your mask. I used every part of my strength to rip off that mask to see what you were. But then as soon as I ripped off that mask, you vanished. Now, do you want to play?
Do you want to play with me?
From you speaking like that, the answer is, no. Slenderman? What the fuck just happened? Slenderman grabbed him and they just... I'm turning out a light. Fuck it, I'm turning out a light. What the fuck just happened? I'm in shock. What the hell just happened? Okay, so let's review on what the fuck just happened. We watch this video to the very end. We see glitching. We see his ghost appear like literally 2 times. At the end of the video, we saw even more glitching. Lights go out. We see him right at the door. This is where he was. Right there. And I had my Xxmypuppylovergirlxx blade, like, literally right here. I'm like, last time we fought, I ripped off his mask. I haven't saw him since. And I told him, you want to play? And then he says, you want to play with me? In a monstrous voice. All of a sudden, I'm like, no, not really. I don't want to play with you. All of a sudden, this came out from behind me. It just got me shivers down my spine. I think you guys can probably see a little bit shivers down my spine. Shivers or kind of be goosebumps. But, we heard Slenderman. He grabbed, our one we just summoned. And did you guys just hear that vanishing? Slenderman just grabbed him and took him away from my bedroom. And then I immediately turn on the light. I hear flashing lights and vanishing sounds. So that means, is it 4 a.m.? Okay, it's 4 a.m. We fucking made it. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Do not try this at home. It's for trained professionals only. This was terrifying. I did not contact Slenderman. Be warned, I did not contact Slenderman at all. I didn't even say, hi, Slendy. You want to get K out of my bedroom? I didn't even, like, contact him to begin with. So how the fuck did he know and stuff? Is he watching me? Is he stalking me? Is he like the only one who's going to defeat Mira is me? That's probably him. I can't explain it, and I have no clue what the fuck just happened. I'm gonna go take a shower and go to bed. Oh my god, this was terrifying. This was epic. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day, and bye-bye. Peace. Ciao.